All right, let me I want to some things I want to say in the last video. I watched it and I found what I was looking for. When I was in the church, well, I grew up in church, but when I was like in it, I went when I was in seminary. I got a when I was in seminary, I got my missionary's license. For those of you who are familiar with the Church of God in Christ, they didn't ordain women, okay? But you could get a license to be an evangelist or a missionary. I got the missionary license. I didn't get the evangelist license. But even before that, I used to go to, you know, being in church or whatever, listening to, usually the women would say this when they were like, you know, preaching or whatever. Because sometimes they didn't call it preaching because, you know, it's women. One thing that they would say is how a lot of the evil shit they would go through, like this shit I'm going through with these motherfuckers. They would say how they'd be going through this shit and women, other women in the church would be like basically jealous of them. But they would say, but you don't know what I've been through to get to where I'm at. You don't know what I went through. You see, all you see is me up here preaching. You want to give, in other words, you want to give this woman hell because you're jealous. They didn't say those exact words, but basically that's what they were saying. There is nothing, not one single thing, not one accomplishment that I have, that I've shown, that I got because somebody just gave it to me. Every single thing that I have shown, I worked for it legitimately. Everything. Now, I'm not one to get on. I don't do that victim shit. I don't do that shit. But I went through what I'm telling you in my life. I went through years of being compared to my sibling who did very well in school and all of that shit. It was years I didn't. I talked about this a little bit before in another video. I didn't. Because I like to have fun. Plus, they had me a year ahead. So some subjects I found learning about childhood development, I simply was not ready for. Because I was a year ahead in school. So some subjects I didn't do well in. But when I got to college, when I went to Howard, I was determined that I was going to do well in school. Because I didn't do well up until, well, I did my last 2 years of school, high school, because I transferred to a new school, Catholic school. And for those of you who know from back in the 80s, Catholic school was building a building block thing from kindergarten or preschool on up. I didn't get that curriculum. So because I didn't get the curriculum and I didn't do well in certain topics, and most Catholic schools back then did not accept you when you were going to the 11th grade. They accepted me, but they made me take business courses, which was very easy. Type and file it was easy. Basically, ABC 1, 2, 3. Lady who raised me taught me how to type. So I did very well my last 2 years of high school. I mean, I had other topics like history and all of that kind of stuff, English and whatnot, okay? But when I went to college, and I did college my first year at Tri-C, Cuyahoga Community College, which people laughed at and made fun of back then. I was determined that I was going to do well in school, and I did. I graduated, not from Howard, but from graduate school with honors, cum laude. I was always on the honor roll. Nobody gave me shit. I sat there and I studied and I did the work. Now, ain't nobody gonna tell me no BREAUNA Jewel Bellamy, who doesn't know me for shit, Zarita Lee, who was just a little girl who I didn't even know, or nobody else is gonna tell me that I didn't put in the work and the time and the effort, because I did. I taught myself how to study when I was in college, and I did well in college. Now, granted, when I was at Howard, I got the average. what was it, 2 point, I think I graduated cumulatively like a 2.8, 2.7, something like that. I've shown it on here. I have my transcripts with me. I had this thing in me because people, adults, were constantly comparing me to my brother and how well he did in school and I didn't. Because I was what they used to call me in one school, social butterfly, which I was. I liked to talk and hang out and stuff. I didn't really focus on my academics until I went to college. I was like, said to myself, in other words, fuck that, I'm going to do good in school too. And I did. I put the effort in. I taught myself how to study. I taught myself how to take notes. And I put in the time and the effort and the work. And because my brother did well in general, I was determined that I was going to, because I got tired of people putting me down. And that's exactly what the fuck I did. You're not BREAUNA Bellamy gonna get on here and say I've murdered 13 children. You fucking sick bitch. Well, I started a whole course called the Duafe course. I talked about this. I'm gonna talk about it again. A Duafe course for girls. I put that, and it wasn't just a course, it was a whole fucking program. I didn't do the whole program. It was a little overwhelming for me. Know thyself. And I knew I can create like nobody's business. Like I said before, I should be consulting. I can give you ideas out the yin yang. I give ideas to people. I just gave an idea to a woman the other day, idea I had. I said, she's an educator. I said, I'm not going to do it. When I told her about it, she said, that's excellent. I said, you take it and you do it. Help these kids learn how to read. It's something I developed to teach children how to read that I learned from being a substitute teacher and watching kids who don't know how to read. And I help them learn how to read. Not killing them. You sicko. You sick bitch. You don't do anything. You jealous heifer. And I gave it to this woman who's an educator, been an educator for like, I think she said 30 years. I said, take this work. She said, I will. I have return to sender. She said, I have shit in my office now where I'm putting together plans and programs. She said, that would be an excellent program. I said, take it. You don't even have to attribute it to me or anything. Just take the work and do it and teach these boys and these girls how to read. You're not going to sit on here and lie about me. Somebody I killed 13 children. Secretly, she's an instance. You jealous. I've never met anybody this jealous of someone. Because you won't do anything. Because you don't believe in yourself. I went through that of not believing in myself. And forced myself. Because I listened to people who said, fake it till you make it, bitch. Everything that I've done, the little TV show, I'm going to do this. Zarita, I can't understand how you say it. Because I put my 1 foot forward. Because I got tired of people putting me down. And telling me what I couldn't do. And what I can't be. And what I ain't. A fucking father, your motherfucking ass won't even take the time to see who your daughter is. I don't give a fuck at this point in my life. And to see and to know that my own brother sat there and watched me and decided to participate to try to hurt me and kill me for money that don't belong to him. Take a house from me that was left for both. Really, I think it was left just for me, but for both of us, for money, because you're a fucking alcoholic, a drug addict, or whatever the fuck it is you do. So I take the time, and you motherfuckers, especially you, Zarita, you even the one who helped me put the symbol together for the girls program that I developed. Because I asked you to because of your artistic ability. I don't care that you don't like me or that you never liked me. Another jealous person who is nothing but a child, a kid, who I try to help and assist. Fuck it. That's how you want to be? Fuck you. And may everything you tried to do to me come down on your fucking head. Because that's what the fuck you deserve. But I didn't mean to get into all of that and say all of that. Everything that I did, nobody gave me shit and did nothing fall in my fucking lap. Because that's the narrative that you're trying to paint of me. I didn't go to a fucking cut my body up doctor so I can be skinny and inject myself with Ozempic. No, I worked. I did what the bitch told me to do and exercised and worked out. Everything that I have done that you're jealous of, I worked. I put in the time and the effort. And when I first started and I went public with my readings, and I put in my reviews in Bree, after you looked at my website, I'm going to put up my reviews to a bitch just jealous. I put in time with my spirituality. Not just got up there and talked and put on shit to make it look like I'm spiritual. I put in time, I put in work, I put in effort. And that spiritual shit is not easy to just do. I spent time on my knees in prayer. So bitch, no, you didn't, when them women was attacking me because of your motherfucking ass, bitch, it wasn't, you didn't help me with shit. God helped me. And to this day, I don't have a problem with those women. Kichi, Bernadette, none of them. Oh, well. So don't try to say, oh, she over there, that Bernadette over there. See, they were against me. Nobody's working against you. You're working against you. BREAUNA Joe Bellamy. I didn't light no fucking candles. I got on my knees in prayer. Because that's what I was taught, and that's what I believed, and that's what I still believe. And all this shit that you all have done and continue to do, God has revealed it all to me. God has revealed to me who my birth mother, not you, bitch. Not no demon and Satan and all of that shit. Now, I'm going to say this. Way back, when a woman revealed to me, this bitch is over there talking about you like she's a fucking dog. And I'm like, it's damn near 2 years later. I haven't said anything about this woman. You want to try to, I don't know anything about that angelic guidance. Ma'am, if you watch, I don't know shit about you. I don't have no issues with you. I think I've watched maybe 2 or 3 of your readings over the years. I don't have no issues with you at all. I'm not in this group. I'm not a part of none of this shit. I don't give a fuck what BREAUNA Joe Bellamy says or anybody else. I'm not a part of none of it. But bitch, your motherfucking ass, BREAUNA Joe Bellamy, you had some kind of workings with her. And now you're trying to destroy her because you see somebody else got an issue, because that's what you do. You sit here and you map out shit. How do I know? You got all these emails. When I first found out what you were doing to me, I looked your motherfucking ass up. And all these emails, Diablo_006@yahoo.com. KS_Jewel@yahoo.com. Sky. SCYTHESKYY@bolt.com. Starbella25@gmail.com. Ain't that chick's name Bella? And you think you're going to put me in some shit that you, that's what I said. The shit that you do and that you've done. You try to put on other people. You're not going to put none of your, I see the shit. You're not going to put none of your shit on me. BREAUNA Joe Bellamy. None of it. Now, I don't know that sister. I don't have no issues with that sister. I ain't trying to quote unquote expose that sister. I don't have nothing to do with none of this shit. I came on this app to do tarot readings because I wanted to. I ain't in nobody's fucking chakras. I don't do none of that black magic. She do practice witchcraft. I don't practice witchcraft or conjuring. I conjure none of this shit. And I still have your address at that place you used to live in Sumter, South Carolina. When I sent you that waist bead jewelry thing that I made for your fucking ass for free. That cost. Which I've done that for other people. For free. Out of my fucking pocket. Because I liked the person. You're unworthy in every way, shape, and form. Of being liked by anybody. Because all you're going to do is take that relationship to destroy the person. Just like you did when you came here and then you decided you was going to do some fucking video naming all of them saying they did shit to you because you didn't get what the fuck you wanted out of it. Or things didn't go your way. You little fucking spoiled brats. And you're not going to say and think I'm not going to speak to it, that I haven't worked for everything that I have ever done. All of that shit that I showed, them videos that I showed with all of my shit. I worked for every single thing. And Miss Rita, it had nothing to do with the way I look or people just giving me shit. I worked for it. Just because you don't believe in yourself. And I try to assist you and help you. But Nikki. And then you're going to sit up here and lie about me. And conjure up against me. And do witchcraft on me. And steal from me. And then send me nasty ass fucking comments. To go with your fucking narrative. Because you're another jealous bitch. Or you just got too much of your mother's evil hatred in your fucking heart. Like mother, like daughter. But she made it clear. I will say this. Which I never said to you. When they had that nurses gathering. And your mother and your sister came and they talked about you like a dog. You just don't know Zarita. She just this. She mean. She nasty. She this. And you don't know how she really is. And I'm sitting up there looking at them. I think I like her. But I see you're not worthy of me liking you. And I don't care if you never liked me or not. You're not liking me doesn't mean anything to me. And you sit here and you watch this bitch do this evil shit to me and you laugh because you think it's funny. Because you're so jealous of me and you hate my fucking guts because you're not me. You be yourself. A fucking druggie. Everything I have, every accomplishment that I have, I worked for it. And every high official that I work for they have wanted me to work with them. No, I don't want to do that kind of work. Because I'm going to be true to myself. Now, bitch, BREAUNA Jewel Bellamy, you keep your return to sender on whoever. You keep your nasty shit, bitch. You take accountability for all the evil shit that you have done. And again, you keep lying on me, heifer. You low down heifer. I will every single time come on here and speak the truth. Not as I see it, but as it is. You think that you can say as I see it, or allegedly, that makes it okay for you to do that to people. And then you wonder why. The Orishas is blessing my enemies. No, they're not helping nor blessing your fucking enemies. Like I said, you don't have any fucking enemies, BREAUNA Jewel Bellamy. This spirituality thing, unfortunately, It's a beautiful thing. But unfortunately, people like you with severe mental illness think that they can just get on here and just do anything and just do anything, just get candles to burn on people because you're jealous of them. You twisted hoe. Now, if you got some dealings with that woman, you deal with that. But you ain't gonna put me in shit, bitch. You fucking waste. That's pretty much all I want to say. You're not going to sit up here and act like somebody just dropped something in my fucking lap and I'm just lucky. No, bitch. I work. Just like with this channel and the other channel I'm working on. I put in work and time and effort. Anything I have, anything in this my place where I live, I worked for it. It ain't no credit. Ain't nobody giving me nothing. It ain't laying down being a prostitute. BREAUNA Jewel Bellamy. I am not a prostitute and never have been one. Shit, prostitute. No, you're the prostitute. And apparently you can't even do that well. You didn't hear it, but a confirmation. I don't think you all heard it. That's the end of that. If I discover some more, I'll come back. You got dealings with these people. And you're mad at them and jealous of them. And you want to put everybody in some kind of fucking... Bitch, please. It's a torn up ass. And then copy off of people and act like it's you. They copying off me. And think people don't see that shit. Bless y'all. Have favor.